Going back to your crew, though, you said 15 people. What does that break down into? You got storyboard artists. How many animators are in there? Like, how does that?
Yeah, we have storyboard artists. We have about 4 to 6 animators. We have usually one comp designer, audio guy, dude for music. And I guess the 15 fluctuates with the amount of animators. Like, we've been trying to do more 2D, like frame by frame stuff, and that just helps, obviously, if people have less shots.
Yeah, so I noticed you collaborate a lot with Jamie R, who I've been a big fan of for a long time.
Oh yeah, I'm so lucky.
Some of those shots are like incredible. Yeah, how did that come together? Have you just been a fan for a long time?
I was pitching a show to 20th Century Fox with Hulu. Jamie was working on some of these Halloween shorts with him, and I got to just talk with him while he did like one of those Huluween animation shorts, whatever.
Yeah,
right.
Pinelli show or whatever it was called.
Yes, exactly.
Thing?
So, yeah. And I was just, talking to him, but then I was just like, yeah, like, if you're ever looking for any work again, let me know, because, dude, like, being an animator, especially in the YouTube system, like, or in the Hollywood system, is terrible. It's the worst setup. It's like another reason too, which, I mean, I'm paraphrasing this, of course, but like when I see like the Writers Guild of America, like these SAG strikes, and people are like, writers need to get paid more, all this stuff. I just think about like all the animators who are like completely losing work, all the sound guys who are totally fucked,
visual effects artists.
Visual effect, everybody. And it's like, and then they come back and they're like, we made $5 more an hour. I hope that 9 months of no work in LA did really good for you in your studio apartment. It just, it's such an under like appreciated thing. And it's like, there's no also salary position. That's like a big misconception that I had when I first moved out. Cause I went to LA when I graduated college and I was fucking broke, and then I went broke again, was homeless for like 3 months, living in my Dodge Caliber. It was the worst. But man, the whole idea was that like you get a job and you're like, I did it, I got, I'm a big animator now,
made it.
And then they're like, all right, 3 months is out, good luck. And then they kick you to the curb and you're like, I have to do this, I'll find a new contract all over again. And that's every time until you spend like, I don't know, 3-4 years in the industry to where you can make those like connections. So it was just brutal. But anyway, but I offered him the work just because I was like, man, I've been watching your stuff, I love it. Like, it's body horror. I like doing horror stuff. It's like, I just think I have the most fun with it. And yeah, I mean, and also he is the fastest animator I've ever met in my life.
Oh, really?
He'd have to be.
It's disgusting.
Based on the fucking shit on his YouTube channel. It's like, how do you create that?
Oh my God.
As an animator?
I don't know.
Fluid.
Yeah, it's incredible.
It's so fluid, and his roughs are like, because usually you go like, you do the animatic and then you do a rough pass, so that way people aren't like spending tons of time cleaning something and be like, dude, that's totally wrong. But all of his roughs are so clean. And you're like, how the fuck did you even think of like the physics of this? Like the thing's moving and stuff. So it's just, it's so impressive. Yeah. And he's been great. I think he likes working on the videos. He keeps coming back. So we're very, very fortunate to have him in.
Yeah. Shout out to Jamie R for anybody listening. You can just search that on YouTube. There's a video called A Prank Time. There's a video called You Lovely Lovers. Some really incredible animation. It's like I look at that and it reminds me of like Studio Ghibli's. It's a very different
it is genuinely that quality,
but it's like holy shit, the fluidity of this animation and just how well all the visuals transition from one thing into another, and the entire imaginative nature of it. It's I absolutely love it.
There was a shot in the XQC video you did, the Tragedy of Reaction streamer, where I had to watch it like 20 times over because I was just so impressed. It's when the last maid is trying to escape and XQC like launches into the air with his elongated arm, and his neck is flowing everywhere while this like 3D chair is flowing. It's just like incredible, some of the stuff you get in these videos now. That was one of the things I was really blown away with. Like you just said, like you haven't really been on the platform for that long, and we always talk about on the channel how we like to see like this growth if you go back to older videos, and you really see it with your stuff, like just within a space of 3-4 years, like the quality is like just skyrocketed, and it's just going up and up with each one. Like, and it's so like inspiring to see, because I really thought this kind of content was pretty much dead and gone.
Kaput.
Like old, like 2010 only NG Psychic Bubbles stuff. Like, and they've found success in other ways.
I think that it exists still. I think it just takes time. I think that a lot of people that the old ways of doing it too was like the Psychic Pebbles and, you know, Oni and all those guys. They come from like you do it all yourself kind of thing, which I'm sure they had some help, but I think that was kind of the mentality back then, is that like this art is a representation of yourself. And that was like a big thing. Like this is made completely by me. And would you still have that today with like Speedaroo, who just did Punch Forever, which was brilliant. You have like Worthy Kids, who makes brilliant animations. Not so much in like a Newground style, but still like just somebody who is like a jack of all trades. And I think that the only reason that I'm successful is just because of like getting rid of the ego of like everything.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like it's all me. And instead just being like, I just want to like be able to, you know, pay my bills.
But it still very much is you, I would say.
Oh, I mean, it is. Yeah. I mean, it's all written by me. It's all filtered through my brain, but
just with help.
It also helps me sleep at night and helps me keep me sane, being like having such an amazing team, which I link all of their stuff in all of my videos too. So if anybody's listening and they're like, who's the rest of the crew, please check it out, because they're all like just extremely talented. So, and they're great people to follow too. So
that's dope.
They're all there.